Liverpool are on the verge of signing Bradley Barcola and Rayan from Bournemouth. Shh, don't tell anybody. Chelsea are on the verge of signing Danny Welbeck and Jordan Henderson.
They're old.
Experience over resale value. Arsenal are on the verge of signing Vinny Jr. and Julian Alvarez.
Whew.
I mean, not on the verge, fantasy-wise. Reality-wise, Arsenal are signing Bruno Guimarães.
That sounds so... What?
Yeah, I mean, they still can sign Alvarez, and they still can sign. I don't think they can sign Vinny Jr., but they can still sign Vinny Jr. But they have signed a Solis and Guimaraes.
Those are heavy names, by the way, to come to the Premier League.
Yeah.
Alvarez coming back out of a not-so-good World Cup. But Vinny Jr. had a great World Cup, and Vinny is Vinny. Him coming to the Premier League in the form of a left winger for Arsenal. Oh, my God.
FIFA Ultimate Team. But
Yeah.
that's EAFC Ultimate. But that's not going to happen. Hopefully not this season, but next season as a free transfer. Then Tottenham are signing players left, right, center. 6 players signed so far.
Yep.
Soon they will be running out of restroom for all these players.
And parking spaces.
Correct. And they're going to have
I don't know how they're going to line up. Like, I don't know how they're going to line up on the field, how they're going to line up on the line for the bathroom, how they're going to line up on the way to the locker room.
they're going to line up with Dell up top. Matthias Dell.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about
And-
Richarlison?
He's somebody's son at this moment. All depends on De Zerbi. Nobody knows how Spurs are going to line up. They sign players. They're on the verge of signing more players. Manchester City are trying to break the transfer record, bringing in Elliot Anderson. They just brought in, and then Chelsea said, "Hold my beer. I got Morgan Rogers for £1 million more." And lastly, but definitely not least, Manchester United are on the verge of signing no one. Mason Mount will be the center mid.
This is so weird. I mean, Mason Mount playing center mid, and they're literally out of all the signings that's happening everywhere. United are not signing anyone.
Correct.
I mean, they did get Tielemans, but that seems like decades ago at this point.
Yeah. I mean, who knows who their mystery third midfielder is going to be, or if they're going to even sign one. They're going to have a left winger or a left back. Apparently, Luis Hall is that left back. Apparently, Chouameni is that midfielder. Luis Hall and Chouameni have been linked forever in this transfer window, and these links are not going away. But we do have Andres Santos and Tielemans.
There's literally only two. That's nothing compared to everybody else doing. I mean, I know Man City only did one notable transfer, but thinking about those names that you just mentioned, Barcola, potentially Ryan, potentially Alvarez, potentially Vinny Jr., and Spurs just piling up.
Yeah, and then Rashford coming back for Manchester United.
Oh, yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I think that's great. Like, not because of my Rashford fan bias, but because of the Carrick ball, I think he's going to fit right in. And he had a great season at Barcelona, and he had a very good World Cup.
Well, I think it's a good season at Barcelona. That's why they didn't sign him. They signed Anthony Gordon.
Who also had a good World Cup.
And a bad season with Newcastle.
Yeah, it was a very forgettable season with Newcastle.
Yeah. But that also gets you a move to Barcelona. The agent, maybe he has a magical agent working for him. Anyways, that's the transfer roundup so far in the transfer window. Expect more fireworks later in the window. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know what do you guys think.